Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a demo. You don't really to throw you out.
Hi, stars. So, this is Tolu, founder and creative director of Annie Signature. And with me today, I have the lovely Evelyn. And yeah, so we're going to be doing our makeup. So, get ready with us while we talk about my fashion brand. She's going to be asking me some questions. I don't know what she's going to ask me yet, but she's going to be asking me some questions. Yeah.
The first question I have for you, the founder of Anna Signature, is what inspired you to start the brand?
Okay, so the inspiration behind the brand, I feel like it's a long story. Yeah. So like I've always been the kid that was so into fashion growing up. Like I liked getting ready. Like I'll just randomly in the house, I'll just get clothes on. I'll literally like put my makeup on and then I'll just start pretending like I was doing an editorial shoot. So yeah, I've always like been so into fashion and I'll post on Facebook then when Facebook started.
Oh my god, back then
Facebook was the deal. I was a Facebook influencer. I'm sorry. Like I'm claiming it. I was a Facebook child influencer. Anyway, my dad has always been because my mom sketches as well. So she used to like do fashion sketching. But my dad has always, you know how Nigerian dads are now. Like you have to study medicine, yeah, or something like that. But for me, it was medicine. Everybody thought I was going to become a doctor. Like even recently, one of my cousins messaged me and it was like, "When did this whole fashion thing start?" Because I thought we were going to grow up to be a doctor. So yeah, like in 2023, I went through a like personal experience.
life crisis. No?
Yeah, like what? Yeah, it was literally a quarter life crisis. I'm not joking. I'm not joking because basically I found I was working in a school. So this was when I just finished uni and I was looking for a job. So I had a part-time job working as a special needs teaching assistant in a school. So I was working with children with special needs. And funny enough, I've worked with autistic children before, but that was my first time working with what they call like level 1 or mild autism. So while working with the children, I realized that they had a lot of traits that made people call me awkward when I was a child. So I started to think like, okay, maybe I have autism or something. And then I did like the self-test and then it came out positive. And then I spoke to the GP and basically I found out I was autistic and it kind of changed my life because I just felt more confident to start like embracing all of those interests that I had when I was a kid that I thought made me weird. So one of those interests then turned out to be fashion. And at some point I even forgot that I wanted to own a fashion brand when I was a child. And then when that experience happened, it came back to me. Yeah, so I started like sketching again. Obviously my sketches were horrible. But I started practicing and then I realized that I could actually do this. Like this is possible. Yeah, and follow exactly. And around the same time as well, I read this book. It's such a good book. I always advise people to read it. It's called The Power of Letting Go. And in The Power of Letting Go, they asked like the author asked that if there is one thing you could do in this life that without thinking about money or thinking about anything else, if there's one thing that you think will bring you passion, what will it be? And my answer was wearing clothes, like making clothes, like fashion. Yeah. And then I realized, okay, yes, I'm going to start a fashion brand. And that's how Anu was born.
Oh, such an inspiring story. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you,
Honestly, like,
Evelyn.
I always say, follow your dreams. Like, don't listen to your parents, even though it might seem unrealistic to you. And if it's only you that believes in yourself, follow your dream regardless.
100%.
You don't need validation from third parties. As far as you believe that yes, I can achieve this, go for it. The next question I have for the founder of Anu Signature is, what problem or gap in the fashion industry made you realize you had to start a fashion brand?
That's such a good question. Thank you, Evelyn. My reason for starting fashion is not just about the aesthetics, but I really want to tell a message. And sometimes that message will be cultural or political. So why I started the brand and what gap I think I'm feeling is obviously we have it. I'm not gonna say there's not a lot of African fashion brands because there is a lot. But I felt like I'm very into social impact and sort of like making a change. I'm big on the nationalism movement. So I felt that I wanted to do something that positions the brand not just as an art but as a message, like a messenger, a tool that can speak to the people. So, for example, the first collection, it talks about Nigerian national culture. Because,
Interesting.
yeah, thank you.
I like the fact that you're representing your culture.
Mhm.
It's really good because like some people just create a brand without a purpose. Like they just start a
Fashion
brand
brand.
just for the aesthetics. There is no purpose. There is nothing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
well done.
Thank you. So, the first collection, for example, now it focuses on like the Nigerian nationalism movement. So, it's something that's actually been ongoing since we were post-colonial, and essentially, it talks about how, regardless of tribe, we are one country. You'll be surprised how many people don't think that Nigeria. A lot of people say, "Oh, divide Nigeria. Let's go our separate ways." You'll be very surprised. So I made a post about it one time on TikTok, and we were debating in the comments, and then I realized that actually I noticed that a lot of people didn't feel that there was like a shared Nigerian identity. So everyone said, "Oh, but Yorubas have this, and Igbos have this, and Edos have this," but a lot of people don't think that we had a shared Nigerian identity, and I think that we do. So
Yes.
exactly, we
At
do,
the end of
right?
the day, I believe we are one. Like different culture, different languages, but like we're all in the same country.
Exactly,
So we're
exactly.
one.
A lot of people see
Yeah.
like Nigeria like this host of different tribes, whereas it's actually a country. So the first collection, I have different outfits. So there's the nolly head, and that one celebrates like Nigerian film industry, because I think a lot of times as well people think that, especially Africans, sometimes we think that culture is about like traditional culture,
Yeah.
but they don't realize like things like film, art, music,
yes.
those things are culture
Yeah, and
as
they tell
well.
a story as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's essentially what this first collection is about. So this one represents like the Nigerian sports, so the Super Eagles, the Super Falcon. This one is dedicated to Afrobeat. You can say like local music, and then like a man with an afro. And there's one for like Nigerian film industry, and then we have one for even memes, because I feel like the Nigerian meme culture.
I think that's what makes us actually. Honestly.
Yeah, we need to laugh because the country is hard.
Yes. So
The country is hard.
if we don't laugh, we will cry. So we need to
Honestly.
laugh.
So yeah, that was that was the gap that I felt I needed to fill, like to really tell an African story and not just make it cliche, but really tell it in a way that it resonated to people, and hopefully it does make some sort of change.
Wow, I love a brand owner that goes back
Oh,
to
sorry,
her.
is this Regal?
Yes. I love a brand owner that goes back to her roots. For instance, now, like, there are some people that leave the country and forget their roots. But the brand owner of Anno Signature is currently in the UK, but then she still wants to go back to her roots. So each style, each pieces she makes tells a story about her roots, her culture, and where she's from. We love a purpose-driven and focused brand.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you know what you said about the roots is actually deep, because when I first moved to the UK, I struggled to like fit in. I mean, partly like I used to be quite socially awkward. I think I still am, but I struggled to fit in, and I went through different eras. Like there was a time I was in my bohemian. I used to do yoga. I was like one of those hippie. Well, I feel like hippie is seen as an abusive word now, so maybe I shouldn't say hippie. But I was very like into boohoo. Then there was a time I just tried different things, like trying to find myself essentially. And it wasn't until I reconnected with my Nigerian identity that I was able to really find my confidence to settle and to mingle with people and be like, okay, this is who I am, and this is how I show up in the world. So Nigeria has a culture, and that Nigerian culture was what helped me find my confidence when I moved to the UK.
So this is why they always tell you, if you lose yourself, always go back to your roots, go back to where you start from, and trace your steps.
Clock it.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah.
So now we're going to dive into the fun and interesting questions. What's your favorite fashion brand?
Oh, Dior. I don't even need to
Same,
think about
I'm a
it.
Dior girl as well. I love Dior. Like, Dior is like the founder of Dior, which is so obvious that
he loved women. Yeah, did you see that reel one time?
Yes.
There was a reel that went
I agree
viral.
with it. Yeah, because everything he makes so beautiful.
So elegant, like
The
so
intricacies,
feminine.
like,
Yes.
The details of everything.
And like everybody says this, but vintage Dior, vintage Dior dresses, vintage Dior pieces.
Yeah, like it's so obvious that okay, this man loves
they make
He
me
adores women.
they make me want to run away with a French man and live in a chateau. But in terms of like African fashion brands, I feel like I'm still exploring the African fashion market. Like I'm still I feel like I'm still exploring which ones I think I love. I have a few that I like already. I love Banke Kuku. I would say right now my favorite is Banke Kuku because she does like a lot of feminine, like feminine dresses. Or you know
I
that
love
kind
her
of
bags
bag.
as well, like her
Oh, that drawstring bag.
yeah.
I saw it on a friend recently. I love the drawstring bag, and I just like the femininity, and she's one of those few African designers that tell a story with their collection. Because this most recent one now is talking about preserving the ocean. Yeah, and like each piece is inspired by the ocean, so you can see like, and she does her fabrics from scratch as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so she calls herself a princess. So like she considers herself a fabric designer first because that's what she started with. So she does her fabrics from scratch. Like there's a depth to it. I absolutely love Banke Coco.
I think I need to look more into the brand. I need to do my research, but yeah, I don't really know much about their pieces, but
Yeah.
I'll do my research. Okay, so the next question I have for you is, what part of the design process do people romanticize but is actually the hardest?
I feel like this question, there's a lot to say about it because I think it's just the overall actually taking the clothes from sketches, from like design to reality. So there's two parts of it. There's taking the clothes from design to reality,
Yeah.
but then there's also like once it becomes reality, actually selling the clothes beyond art, because the thing about fashion is there's two sides of it. There's the art side and the commercial side. So it's like, okay, yeah, like this is very artistic, but how do you sell it? So I think that's the hardest part, being able to think about not compromising the design, the originality of the design, but still be able to appeal in a way that it will sell. So for example, there was this design that I did last year, and I thought it was a great idea, using fabrics that haven't been used before, like traditional fabrics, to make a clothes, because essentially that's what my brand, one of the things that I really want to celebrate with my brand, using like traditional African fabrics to make modern day clothes. So I thought it was an amazing idea, but I tried to obviously to bring it to life 3, 4, 5 times. Like it was just not giving. Like you could just tell that, yeah, on paper it looked nice as a sketch, but in the real sense of it, like how do you sell this to people and make them believe that you should buy this clothes and wear this clothes?
Other people might actually like it. They wear all sorts.
Yes, you know what? Not Lagos fashionistas. Catching stray bullets. No, but I feel like it's something that I'll still look into, because the way my fashion brand is structured, so there's the Anu signature, and then there's going to be Anu Lux. So Anu Lux, in the future, very soon.
What is Anu Lux going to be about?
Couture. Like, I'm not playing. The reason why I started a fashion brand was because of my love for couture, So, but if you want to do couture is so expensive, guys. I'm telling you, like,
which one is couture?
Couture is like Dior, Chanel, like your vibe basically is couture, yeah. So couture is very expensive. You have to have a lot of money, and I feel like you just have to be a proper nepo baby to be able to do couture, because you have to be able to like test different ideas, start, fail, try again, keep going, and being like, okay, if this isn't working, I do something else. But for me, it was like, how can I start making money already? So I decided I'll start with Anu Signature and then branch into Anu Lux. So I feel like this design that I was talking about would definitely come back in Anu Lux, because it'd be nice for like costume, like Met Gala type of vibes, manifesting.
And it would be nice to create our outfits for different categories. Like now the Alte people, the minimalist people, people that like to go above and beyond, that will wear lights. No, honestly, there's some people, if you see what they wear on their body, on their outfits has wings.
Wings, not wings.
Wings. Some people are just extra like that.
Yeah, to be fair.
So I think you should like create, what's it called again? It's not style. Create a collection that will be suitable for all types of fashion enthusiasts. that kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be nice.
That makes sense.
But then don't create in large quantities to understand your the audience, to know what they like and what they don't like. Yeah.
Yeah, so even with this first collection as well, this one that I've started, it's literally like there's not a lot of quantities. It's like 3 pieces each, 4, 5. Not, I don't think any of it is more than 5, because that's another thing as well about scaling. You want to start small
Yeah.
and scale. Like you don't want to do too much.
Don't
And
produce and waste and lose money.
exactly, fashion is not an easy industry to break into. I'm telling you, it's a very hard one.
So I found out that you also work in 9 to 5 and you're building your brand. So how are you able to combine both at the same time?
Honestly, I want to say something so cliche and be like, it's the grace of God. But it really is. It really is. I feel like it means it takes longer, but at least you're going anyway. Like you just keep going. So I like to, but the practical thing that I do is I like to really structure my time. So with my 9 to 5, obviously we know that takes 9 to 5, and then after work I find going to the gym or going for a walk after work very helpful because it clears my head, and then I come back home and I have dinner and I literally just get into it. So I think that's another thing as well, like just having passion for what you want to do, and just no matter what happens, like this is what I want to do, I'm gonna go for it. So it does, like some days where I'm really so tired from work that I barely have strength. Like sometimes you're not even physically tired because luckily I don't go into the office. So I'm not like physically tired most times, but it's just the mental capacity because of my type of job in 9 to 5 as well. I do a lot of thinking. So I come back and it's like, oh, I have to keep thinking and planning and strategizing. But just take it slow. I take it slow. I make sure like I structure my time really well, and I just prioritize what I can. I heard something from one of my favorite filmmakers, Shonda Rhimes, and she says like she always remembers that some balls, that she's juggling a lot of balls. She sees her career and family life and all of the other things she's doing as balls. And then she says like some balls are marbles, some balls are glasses, and then you just have to know when to not let the glass ball drop. So sometimes in my corporate I look at some of the things I'm doing as marble, sometimes as glass, and same with my brand as well. And I just make sure like I don't let the glass balls drop on either side.
That's a good concept.
Thank you.
That's actually a very good concept. So this is where you say like this is where discipline and passion comes in, because there are some days that you don't want to do anything, but then because of the discipline you have, you just do it.
100%.
Discipline, passion, and consistency. I think
100%. Those are the three keys,
Those three,
honestly.
yeah.
Because even with this collection, I just launched it end of 2025, but I had been working on it since the beginning of 2025.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the truth is, if I didn't have a corporate job, it would have probably taken me like 2 months to launch it.
Yeah.
But because I have a corporate job, I'm doing everything by myself. I tried getting assistance, but my budget was small, so it was hard getting assistance. Like salary budget was small, it was hard getting assistance, and yeah, it just didn't work. So I'd been doing everything by myself, and that takes much time as well. But in the end, I got there. The other alternative would have been to not do anything and not have made any progress.
No.
So that's the point.
That's not an option.
Exactly. You just have to keep going. Like even if it would take you longer, you literally just keep going. Yeah.
Baby steps is still something. It's still progress. Yeah, it's still a work in progress. So keep going.
Yeah.
We're nearing the end of the question and answer session with Anu Signature. The last question I have for Anu Signature today is, what are your future plans for your brand?
Okay. Yeah, they're big plans. I have big plans. So definitely I want Anu to grow. So Anu Fashion House is beyond Anu Signature. Right now, these are Anu Signature babies. But I want the brand to grow. I want us to have Anu Beauty. I really want to enter the beauty tech space because I'm in tech as well. And more importantly, Anu Locks, so like the couture arm. So for Anu Locks, I want us to get to a stage where we're designing. Obviously, every fashion designer dreams about the runway. So like designing clothes for the runway, but also like styling celebrities. I have big dreams, girl. Your girl has big dreams. So yeah, so there's Anu Home as well. If you go like on the page now on the website, you see like there's already like Anu Men, Anu Women, Anu Home, Anu Beauty. So I want to expand all of those different aspects of Anu.
Collection.
I never thought
Kids.
of that. Maybe when I start having children and I get inspired to like make children's clothes, because Dior babies are so cute. Like Dior baby, I always love their pieces. So maybe Anu baby. Oh my god, so cute! Yeah, that's a future plan. So I'm looking for sponsors. I need investors. Tap in. We'll make money. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Today we're both wearing pieces from Anu Signature, and we're just going to do a quick OOTD.
Yes, please.
We are both wearing two different collections from Anu Signature, so we're just quickly going to film a quick OOTD. I'm wearing this two-piece inspired by Afrobeat with Ira Star in mind. This is a capri in animal prints, and this is what the top looks like. It's an off-shoulder top. You can style it any way you want to. It's perfect for summer months. You're going to love this in the summer months, and it's very comfortable. The fabric is so soft on my skin.
Clock it. We only use quality here.
And I'm currently wearing a size 8.
Clock it. Okay, so this one is inspired by the Super Falcon team, so the Nigerian national team, national football team. So we have the Super Falcon, which I'm wearing, but we also have the Super Eagle as well for the men. So this is white cotton top, obviously like 100% cotton, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel so good. I feel super in the Super Falcon set.
Of course, we are feeling both beautiful, confident, sexy in our Anu Signature pieces. So make sure you copy yours. We're going to attach the link to the website so you guys can shop all you want.
Yes, please. Clock it.
Clock it. So
alright, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later in an Anu piece. Bye.